Everybody that you know ain't trill. That's all real, all real. Real, all real.
And it's all real on real. And it's all real on real. Yeah. And it's all real on real. And it's all real on real. Yeah. And it's all real on real. And it's all real on real. Yeah. And it's all real on real. And it's all real on real. Yeah.
Yeah. It's your boy Riso God, and on behalf of Barz and Notes, I want to introduce and welcome everybody to Behind the Bars. Today, I got a few guests with me. I got the one and only Rio,
SBF, straight out of Chicago, man. How y'all doing?
Right. Not only that, TSP, Taking Suckers Profits, man.
Good evening, family, kings and queens. Love you.
Smart Alec, ready to wreak havoc. If you want it,
If
I
you want
got
it,
it.
I got it.
Yeah, I know that.
Hey, oh, bro, that's what's up. What's up, Barz and Notes? What's Gucci? What's good? What's great?
Okay, the first topic is going to be hard to sway away from what went on and what was going on in this situation, but we got to make sure we stay along the lines of hip hop, okay? Social media. How do you feel about artists utilizing social media in their personal life? We have two situations where, and this is just this week alone, one situation, Dababy and Danileigh.
Shawty is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And Shawty is not my girl. Ain't never been my girl. Is my side bitch.
It's your what?
My
It's
side
your
bitch.
what?
Shawty is a certified side bitch.
It's fucking embarrassing me like that.
Shawty is a certified side bitch.
Shut up.
Just trying to act like she ain't. No, let's take it there.
Talking about side
Her parents know she my side bitch. Everybody knows she's a side bitch.
Oh my God.
She don't want y'all to know she's a side bitch. She got to save her face. She got to crash all the way
We
out.
have another situation with Stevie J and Faith Evans.
How can you disrespect me, though? I ain't do nothing to you. All I did was love you. And you do that to me? How can you do that to me? But how can you do it to me, though? But how can you do that to me? How can you somebody on me?
Touch me.
I could do
Don't
whatever-
touch me.
I
Get
can't-
your hand
I
off me.
can't.
Get your hands
But how
off
can
me.
you somebody on me?
Get your
How can
hands
you somebody
off
on me?
of me.
First, like, how do you feel about artists' social media and that connection? Do you think like artists are doing too much by putting their personal life out there, or like maybe it's a balance that they should have?
Well, first of all, it's a double-edged sword. You have to look at it like that because you have fans who love whatever type of entertainment you provide for them. Those are your fans, which is short for fanatics. So that you got fanatics who want to dive into your personal life. But at the same time, having that much power, you have to like ride a thin line where, okay, when do I put out certain things to my fanatics, to my fans? I feel like with the baby situation, I can't fault him. I mean, yeah, he did call the police on his baby mother, but what if he didn't? And what if he would have spazzed out and she would have got the first story out there to social media? Then they'll be looking at the baby crazy. So you kind of get both sides of the spectrum. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, which is always a scenario that you will always have to think of when you become a person full of success and you have a lot of followers. So, I mean, if the baby wouldn't have put that out, people wouldn't be like coming at him like, man, you gonna call the police on your baby mama? That ain't what street niggas do. But then on the same time, he didn't put his hands on her. Now, what if he would have went on social media and he'd have flipped out and put his hands on her? So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. So, I mean, but you need social media to make money when you have that much success. So it's just hard to say. It's hard to say. I just feel like it's 50-50, man. It's a thin line. It's like walking across a fucking thin rope from the Sears Tower to another tall ass building in the city of Chicago. Like, it's a thin line, man. And that wind be blowing. That wind be blowing like a motherfucker.
Right. TSP, how you feel? I see you like you ready to chime in.
Me, myself, I think it should be a definite split in the two. I don't but I also understand what Rio's saying as far as you gotta understand who you're dealing with, your circle, what their motives may be, and you gotta protect yourself. And sometimes video and calling social media and the police is the only way you can protect yourself from what's going on. I get that, but you also you don't want people, just think about actors, you don't know much about their families unless it's like Will Smith or somebody like that. Like even Denzel, when did you know that his son was an actor? Probably when he started acting. Like we wasn't in his life the whole time Denzel was coming up and everybody was loving him. And even LeBron, like Bronny, but it's you not in their life as as in depth. But then again, it could be good for your career. So it just depends on how you live in your life. You know what I mean? Like some people, social media is a bigger part of their career and their life. You know what I'm saying? Some people do use social media in their career, but it's not what they lean on, to sell. I don't know if that's could be generational or what, but it's definitely can be messy, to say the least.
Yeah, you know what? I would love to hear like a woman's perspective. So I'm glad we got Neek on right now.
All right now.
Go ahead. Like, how you feel about that?
It's crazy because this new type of technology allows us to do so much more than we was able to do back in the day, And with that said, Black women, and I'm just only speaking about Black women because I am a Black woman. Black women have it harder than a lot of women because a Black man will disrespect our women, mistreat us, but we still are told, even as young women. My grandmother told me, "You don't call the police on that Black man." You know what I'm saying? My grandma told me this. You know what I mean? Like, you don't call the police on him. I don't care what he did. You don't call. We deal with that at home. You don't call the police on him. What if the police come and he end up getting shot? What if police come and they end up mistreating him? You know what I'm saying? Because you called him for something simple that could have been happening at home, and that's terrible to say because she's dealing with domestic violence, and domestic violence is not a joke. But we always have to wait. Is it worth us calling the police right now? We always have to weigh that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got other women that use it as a weapon to weaponize themselves against the man. So now the man's like, hey, if I put it on social media, now I can protect myself. So like he said, a double-edged sword it is, because now I can protect myself and show the people that I'm not really hurting her, but I'm allowing a lot of people in my business. And that's the look that I really want. Now, do I really want all these people knowing what's going on in my household? So you got to make that decision. It's hard. It's hard to say, even especially with the Dababy situation. I mean, to me, I felt like if he wasn't courting himself, like you said, what would have happened? She could have said he slapped me, he could punch me, threw me down the stairs. I was pregnant, he choked me. You know what I'm saying? I have seen girls lie like that, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a female, and I've seen women lie like that. But I've also seen men put their hands on women and get in front of the camera like, I ain't even touch her. So either way, it seems like whoever got the camera, can direct the narrative.
I don't know. Y'all may disagree with me, but like I disagree with all three of y'all. I don't think it should be like on live where you're doing it real time. I think it should be something more so to cover your ass, not to embarrass her, basically, because that's all it was.
Yeah, but he was trying to control the narrative because Dababy was already in trouble with the LGBT community. So now he wants to change his image like he is being the victim in order for him to control the narrative. It was more, that's what I believe. It was actually something deeper than why he was doing that.
And the same thing with Stevie J. Like Stevie J basically like put a video up of him and Faith Evans going back and forth, and he's accusing her of cheating.
And that's his true. Say what? That's his true claim to fame. That's what he really does. I mean, that's what he's known for, right?
He messy.
I mean, so that's why I'm like, it's even like Nick said, it's trying to control the narrative, trying to put a narrative out there, get the people talking, and you're just trying to control what they talking about.
Yeah, because as long as they talking about you, or as long as you in the news, then you relevant.
Right.
Okay, but hold on. This is my thing. It's always about who's going to control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's me and Neat, we get into a disagreement. Who gonna go to social media first? Because whoever go first always get like the best response first.
Mm-hmm.
But it's three people though. It's three entities. It's me, it's Unique, and then it's the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could record it. You could record it. We could never put it out like, you know what, we bigger than this. I'm sorry.
That's how, yeah, that's good.
But if I'm so famous, police can get your information off your phone and put it out themselves. So do we want the police to do it or should me and you do it?
Right.
You always got to think about that. And then the second thing I disagree with is we talking about famous people who don't have the luxury of talking like how we talking. See, when I talk, all three of y'all get a chance to listen, think, and rebuttal. But they doing it in real time. So how can we fault them? This is how I feel. Yo, like I really want to beat the shit out of this person, but I can't, so I'm gonna record. I'm gonna put it on live because if I don't go live, I promise you, I'll beat the fuck out of this person right here and right now. So like you can't hold them to regular standards because we live a regular life.
Right.
But I think I agree with Reese on that point, to the point where you don't gotta go live. You can record it. I mean, the situation is what it is. You know what I mean? But to go live and to be real time, like this is me, this is who I really am. Like Nick said, he's trying to control the narrative and change the what we think of him. Even if it's not gonna be positive, it's gonna be different than what we was really thinking before. And he could control it and steer it and get us into a better place.
Hey, TSP. You know what? Not only that though, but when you look at if I'm not sure if y'all seen the whole video, it's not even about controlling the narrative to a certain extent. For me, after watching the whole video, I watched all of it. It's more so of like a smear campaign damn near. It's embarrassing because it went from him protecting himself and saying that she was crazy and doing XYZ to him following her around the apartment, antagonizing her, calling her a side chick, get the F out and all that other stuff. So at no time I feel like, and I have a bad baby mom, that you should go live and antagonize the person, celebrity or not, just as a man in general. You should go live on your phone and say, you know, this is a side chick, she's XYZ, because I don't think that benefits your child. I'm not saying benefits you. I'm not saying benefits her. I'm saying your child. So that's just how I look.
So you thinking like a grown man. We talking about the baby.
Oh, bar.
All in the name.
We thinking about the baby. Now I'm thinking about the baby. Now I'm thinking about the baby.
Right, you thinking about the baby, but we talking about the baby. Lil Baby. Is that another rapper? Lil Baby? That's a different rapper. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I did want to say something, Reese.
Oh no, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
How Stevie J get Eve though? What the?
No. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's
like
so bad.
He getting all the chicks. He got Faith, he got Eve, he got a few more, Jocelyn.
That money a motherfucker, boy.
Right.
Nah, it ain't no money. It's the mouthpiece, man. It's the mouthpiece.
Oh, gotta be. Okay.
The mouthpiece.
Oh
shit.
I don't know, my brother.
Right.
Come on now.
He's musically inclined, so I think like a lot of times some women are attracted to like guys.
That's true. That is true.
But at the end of the day, it all comes down, whether you rich or you poor, it comes down to the mouthpiece. Like, let's be honest, man.
No, it comes down to, a lot of time it comes down to how you gonna benefit me.
Exactly.
No, not all the time. How you gonna benefit me?
I didn't say all the time.
With these celebrities.
Oh yeah, with the celebrities, I can see that. Yeah.
Especially like how Reese was saying, like not when it just come out, when paparazzi come like, oh, we caught them out. But when you putting it out there, you never know what it really is. Cause like you said, they trying to control the narrative.
Right.
They want you to talk about it.
Okay,
Go ahead, Rio.
what makes them celebrities? Us.
Yeah.
I mean,
We make hold on. We
that
make
word
them
as a lack of
celebrities. So
better term.
tell me it's not the mouthpiece. The same mouthpiece I got as a regular person. It's just, oh, I got money to bag it up, but you really just want the money. But yo,
But
I
you,
could really like get you without the money.
Sometimes you don't even get a chance to use the mouthpiece, my brother. You can say whatever you sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. Want. Bro,
see,
get away from me.
here's the thing. Guys think that they can talk girls into things, and they think that they so suave and debonair, and we just fall like, oh my God. No, that's not. He hit that piano like Jamie Foxx, and he could turn them lights down, and he could, you know what I'm saying, do that mood thing. Then that's the vibe that he's setting that she's gonna go off. Not
Hey,
the
pay my
stupid.
electricity bill. I could turn them lights down. I can turn them off now.
Facts,
Oh
man.
my.
facts.
Turn off the lights. Click. Right, I get it. I get it.
All right, check this out. Next topic, man. Hey, so everybody up to speed with what went on down in Houston with Travis Scott and what was it, 9 deaths? Is it 9?
I think it's
Yeah,
not.
Yeah, I think it's 9 because I think the 8-year-old just recently passed away.
Wow.
Was it an 8-year-old or something like that?
That's sad.
Yeah, but long story short, Travis Scott, Drake, and Live Nation are being sued for $2 billion. And my question to y'all would be, do you feel like artists should be held accountable for situations and circumstances like that happen at events, or do you think someone else should kind of hold the weight for that?
Okay.
Nick, go ahead, because I see you.
I'm so thirsty to go first because I did a couple events that I think were pretty big. But when you do those type of events, the promoters, you know what I'm saying, that schedule the events, that rent the halls, and they get insurance. You know what I mean? In case shit go wrong. In case motherfuckers start tearing the club up, all of the stuff happening, they pay for some insurance. Now, that's the reason why you can't have too many people. That's the reason the fire marshal be on you, because this park only holds these many people, and the insurance says only these people can be here. That's so it can't be covered. The minute they start flooding them gates, the minute security walked out, because it got to be so many security guys per so many 100 people. The minute the numbers ain't adding up, the security gonna say, insurance is out the window. You messing up, and you got to pay. That money got to be paid. And who gonna pay for them damages? It got to come from. If it can't come from the insurance company, because y'all made sure the parameters wasn't set. So yeah, it's gonna come from them artists.
Okay. TSP, how you feel about that?
Man, well, since Nick put it like that, it's hard to disagree with that. And I just think, though, with an event that big, there has to be responsibilities delegated, because there's no way that he could know the severity of what's going on in the crowd. At the same time, like Nick said, at the end of the day, you culpable. Whatever you had in place to guard from things like this was not sufficient, and there was some tragedy. And yeah, he is probably culpable. It's hard though. It's hard to blame him, though, isn't it? For me, it is.
Mhm.
I'll say it's
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let Rio chime in. He may be busy. Rio.
No, I'm right here.
All right, man. So how you feel about that, man? Do you feel Travis Scott, Drake, and Live Nation should be accountable? Should be held accountable for the deaths and should be sued $2 billion? How you feel about that?
I mean, this might sound fucked up, but yeah, they have to be held accountable, because fuck the insurance, like fuck everything. These people came to see you, which is another double-edged sword, because if I'm performing for y'all, I can't see everything that's going on. I got these lights on me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So maybe as an artist, you should, after a set, hey, how we looking? How we doing out there? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they have to like try something different. But to have like people just have no remorse and just stampeding on each other, like, you know, maybe you just have to use a different tactic, you know, as an artist, because like I didn't want people to come to see me and get killed. Like that was never my true intentions. But shit, the fucking insurance is making sure that they covering their ass. Why you don't just cover your ass too, though, as the artist? What do you mean there's only so many people I could have? Why do I always got to talk to these fucking fire marshal people? Why do I always got to have X amount of security? For what? I just want to go on stage and perform. So you mean to tell me the only reason why I'm going through all these extra measures is because you guys are getting ready or prepping yourself for like a travesty like this? Okay, well, if y'all gonna prep like that, now I prep like this then. Since they coming to see me, because they ain't coming to see the security, they're not coming to see the fire marshal, they're not coming to see the fucking insurance company, they coming to see me. So after I do 2 minutes of my song, hey, the security know, man, everybody that's around here that's doing security, hey, make sure everybody in this motherfucker good, man. And I won't start my next set until I know I get a good word like, hey, everybody good, go and do your next one. Yeah. Like, you just, because, I mean, how can you fucking prep for that?
Yeah. Zaya. Like, how you feel, Zaya? I see you. You got the thinking face on.
Yeah. Because, you know, I'm always trying to look at it from every aspect. But just to keep it real, like, I feel like everybody should be held accountable. Like, the artist, but I don't feel like it's 100% the artist's fault because everybody played a role. Like you literally, first of all, and the reason why I say artist is because Travis Scott was literally egging on this type of energy. Like he was saying, like, even if you don't have tickets, still pop out. Like, what you mean? Like he was encouraging more and more people, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that there was a limit. So it's like you did take part in that as well. Like you was, you know, encouraging more and more people to come out, even though you knew that it was already sold out or, you know, a limit to how many people are supposed to be in there. That's another story. Okay.
Inciting the riot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta look like this nigga, he's literally telling people to rage. Like, we know what raging is. Like, he's getting people amped up. There was people trying to stop the show, like literally crawling up, trying to get people to stop the cameraman, like, back up, we got a show. You know what I'm saying? The show must go on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like he didn't know because he was literally saying, like, somebody passed out, make sure they good. So it's like, okay, at some point you knew something was going on, but you still kept the show going and still encouraged that raging behavior. You know what I'm saying? So you do play a part in it. But at the same time, you got to look at other people too. Like, why would you have your kids at a concert like this? You know what I'm saying? Like a little 9-year-old child knowing this, you know, like at a Travis Scott concert, like what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a lot that go into it. So I feel like everybody should be held accountable. It's not just one person's fault. That's my point.
Nah. You know what? The only thing I didn't understand is why he didn't stop the show.
He was high. High shit. I bet.
People are not as professional as they should be. The people Nick just named, those are professionals. You know what I mean? Yeah. You seen Mike's last documentary, how everything had to be a certain way. This is
when you got signed to a label, even in our era, when you get stuck on the artist development, they teach you how to do videos, they teach you how to do interviews, they teach you how you supposed to act in the concert. They teach you who goes first and why they go first, why they the opener. They teach you all those stupid little things. These kids, Dababy and all the Travis Scott, and they haven't been taught these things because they just automatically just made it. Somebody said, "Ooh, I like your hair. Ooh, you own Kodak Black. Ooh, I like," you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't from them actually earning it per se. You know what I'm saying? So they careless with how they treat it.
Well, you got to understand too, though. Like if you put yourself in a predicament, they just came from regular ass people, regular jobs, to now everybody know you.
Right.
Like it's easier said than done to deal with that sober. Some people gotta pop some pills. Some people want to smoke a little weed. Some people want to drink because it's like, yo, I don't know how to deal with that, man. So I feel like the only reason why he probably didn't stop the show, well, one of the reasons he probably couldn't have stopped the show was to be in front of that many people. He probably wasn't in his sober, right conscious mind. Because
that's a good point.
if you in your righteous, sober mind, and somebody telling you like, yo, it's people over here like getting like dying over here, and you don't care, like either you just don't give a fuck about life itself, or you got to be high off of some type of drugs. Because why would you not care about human life like that?
We all entertainers. You guys also remember that when we hit the stage, we not thinking about the crowd. We looking under the crowd, but we trying to blank them out in our mind, really. We like 1 and 2 and step and kick, turn and don't hit the pole. We not really, you know what I'm saying, paying attention to what they're doing in that aspect. So we really trying to make sure we don't fuck up. Please don't fuck up. Please don't miss a word. Stay on key. Is the sounding right? You know what I'm saying? We got so much in our head when we are on stage. It's hard for us to look way back in row 103, somebody, you know, acting up over there. I can't see that. You know what I'm saying? And also you being here, like you said, can be a real major distraction.
But you just said yourself, who the fuck died at a Motown concert?
Right, exactly. Motherfuckers ain't down at Motown.
And them niggas was doing steps.
Was having a good time.
But hey, but check this out though, because I mean, we've all seen this. Like, this is never, at least to my knowledge, this has never happened at like a rave or any of those like punk rock bands that like do the most. I'm talking about the most.
Hey, I've been to some ones. I did 2006. I performed at Lollapalooza. All white people jumping in the stage. I was in Battle of the Bands. I had a white band called Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
Like, this is the whitest of the whitest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen punk rockers throwing themselves into the stage, ripping their clothes off, pissing on each other, like all type of horrible shit. Nobody died. Nobody died. And I heard that somebody was going back with a needle, injecting people and shit. Like, this is the worst place ever. Like, I never want to go here.
What? I ain't hear that.
Yeah, people was walking in the crowds, injecting people with needles. The dude that was bringing somebody out, one of the EMTs, he said he was injected. Somebody stuck him in the neck. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is like a bad movie. I don't want to see this movie. I want to turn the channel. I don't like it.
The symbology of the whole thing is just wild. Like,
exactly,
like what they was promoting and you know how it turned out. That shit was crazy. Shit was crazy.
You talking about the far as the devil theme and the
not like just see you on the other side and niggas saying it felt like it was wild. It was wild. Just like just seeing the background, how the graphics was looking, and you know,
very dark.
I don't know.
Very
it was
dark.
just something. Yeah, it was a dark energy around that. Yeah.
You know what? I didn't even think about like what you just said, Zaya, until like right now. Like that's true. A lot of his music, you know what they.
I've been seeing, I've been peeping the energy and shit. You know what I'm saying? I could just tell. You really ain't who you said you was.
I mean,
damn sure wasn't kid to play.
Damn, I know.
All of this time you been telling me lies, know that you didn't fuck with me. Lies. Through the disguise, I can see in your eyes, know that you didn't fuck with me. I seen it. Ain't no surprise, you just one of them guys tryna fake like you fuck with me. You can miss me with that fuckery. Loyalty never come for free.